Carlsberg Elephant. You've seen it before. It's in over 140 different countries. But have you tried it? And how does this strong lager live up to others in its category? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews. Based out of Copenhagen, Denmark, Carl's Group has been brewing up Elephant since 1955. It is named after 4 elephant statues carved out of granite and used to support a tower within the Carlsberg brewery grounds. This beer is meaningful to the brewery itself, but is it a worthy addition to your beer fridge? Well, we're going to find that out right now. Hey guys, this is Grayson with Two Dudes Reviews, and we got Elephant right here. And yeah, it's a strong lager. It's 7.2% by volume. And now where you try this, where you taste this, is going to depend on what the beer tastes like. Because throughout most of the world, they use the Carlsberg out of Copenhagen recipe. But if you're in areas like Southeast Asia, they use a slightly different recipe where they use locally sourced products. So if you've ever been to Southeast Asia visiting and you've noticed certain beers taste a little different, that's exactly why. So we're going to get into it. Oops. Maybe. Alright, let's pour this in. I let it breathe for a second. And if you're new to the reviews, we do it a little differently. We break down the beers into 6 different categories. It goes smell, taste, value for the amount you paid for it, drinkability, distinction, and would I buy it again. So right now, we're going to start off with smell. It does have that familiar lager smell, but it's heavier. It's heavier. You can almost smell the alcohol on it. It's got that apricot smell to it. And then really as the head dies down, the smell starts to dissipate. Little sweetness to it, not overpowering with that. And almost like a little buttery to it also. I don't know, it's a little different from your normal lager, so for that I'm going to recommend it for the smell. So now let's try it. Let's taste it out. It's got some bitterness to it. It's much more bitter than your normal lager. You get almost like a little fizziness on your tongue. You can really feel the carbonation on your mouth. Subtle hints of that apricot, but you get a little hint of that, maybe a little hint of grape, or white grape, but then just bam, you get the bitterness, just kind of squashes that down. There's almost like an oaky hints of oakiness to it. But yeah, it's definitely definitely interesting. If you're looking for a lager and you want something different than what all the lagers you've been drinking, this would be a good one to check out. And with the 7.2% alcohol by volume, it does up that ante if that's something you're interested in. So yeah, actually the taste is not bad at all. So on a kind of taste, I'm going to recommend this one. So that's 2 for 2. Now we're going to go into value for price. With value for price, it's basically, is it worth the money I paid for it kind of thing. This is one of those one-offs that I got a single bottle of when I was at the store. I think there's probably a little less than $2 for the single bottle. I'm sure if I got the 6-pack, it would be less than $12. I could probably get under 10 for the 6-pack. So when you look at the beer you're getting, the alcohol content over your normal lager, yeah, I'd have to recommend it for value for price. Definitely, if it's something you're looking for, a lager that's a little heavier and you don't want to go crazy with your price, the value for price is good. I think it's pretty comparable to just the regular Carlsberg out there as well. Now, fourth category is drinkability, and this is basically just, can I drink multiple of these without just being like, all right, I gotta stop, I gotta put it down, I gotta go with something else. Now, I think because it is heavier, because the alcohol content is higher up there, that's really going to limit the number of these you can drink. It's not a session beer where you kind of take your time and you just do it to relax after a day of work, whatever. It's not at that point yet, but with the alcohol content raising up there, it does get close to that, which puts it in a really odd position because it's still a lager, which you're going to want to drink more than just one of, most likely, but the super emphasis on the alcohol content makes that hard to do, at least I think for myself. So if I was looking for a beer that I wanted to drink multiple times over, or even just 2 of these, I don't think I could do it. I'm sure I could drink all of this and enjoy one, but I wouldn't want to pop a second one. So I'm drinkability, for that, I'm not going to recommend it. So no on drinkability. Now, category 5 is distinction. How distinct is it from other beers in this category? And there's not I don't know, I guess I don't see a ton of heavy lagers. Usually, if they're going to really bump up the alcohol content, it falls under a different category altogether. They don't just stick with the lager. So that makes it in itself interesting. And that helps to set it apart. This does not taste like the majority of lagers I've had before. So I think for distinction, just for that fact, I think if you lined up a whole bunch of different lagers in front of me, I might not be able to tell all the other ones, but I'm pretty sure I could say that's Elephant without a doubt. So it is definitely distinct from others in its category, so I'm going to recommend it on the distinction. Now, category 6, the last one, would I buy it again? And I pretty much you have to look at all the other categories and determine if you're going to buy it again. And honestly, probably not. Nothing's wrong with it. It tastes fine. It's just not my kind of thing. I'll finish this, but I'm going to get something else when I'm done with it. So, no. I wouldn't buy it again. So, out of the 6, it got 4 out of 6. Not terrible. But what do you think? Have you had Elephant before? Have you had it in the States? Have you had it versus someplace else? If you have, does it taste completely different between the 2 different locations? Let me know. Write it in the comments. Write your own review in the comments, or tell me what you think about mine. And if you want to follow us, that'd be awesome. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Two Dudes in a Six Pack. You can listen to our podcast that is also Two Dudes in a Six Pack. You can find that at iTunes and Stitcher and Tuned In and really wherever you get your podcast from. And you can follow us on Twitter as well at Two Dudes Podcast. And we're working on just getting up some other social media accounts right now, so you're going to be able to find us at other places as well pretty soon. So for now, that is Carlsberg Elephant, and I will see you later.